To put it simply, Portland has a passion for parks. Just within our city limits are more than 240 neighborhood parks, natural areas, recreational facilities, picnic areas, and gardens and trails. So no matter what part of Portland you're in, there's a place to play near you.
So pack a blanket and a picnic lunch and head on out. Not sure where to begin? We're here to help.
Right downtown are some terrific spots you won't want to miss, like Waterfront Park and the Vera Katz East Bank Esplanade along the river, the North and South Park blocks in the heart of town, and many others only a few minutes away. In fact, if you head just west of downtown, you'll soon discover one of our favorites.
It's easy to see why Washington Park is one of the best loved parks in all of Portland. So many of our favorite attractions are located there, like the Children's Museum, the Oregon Zoo, Hoyt Arboretum, and the International Rose Test Garden.
With a breathtaking 8,000 rose bushes on 5 acres in Washington Park, the International Rose Test Gardens are a required stop for practically anyone visiting the Rose City. The Rose Garden Amphitheater also hosts summer concerts and special events throughout the year.
And if your kids need to let off a little energy after counting roses, just walk down the hill to the colorful and expansive Rose Garden Children's Park, one of the best playgrounds in the city.
Another reason to love Washington Park is the Hoyt Arboretum, a great place to stroll or hike any day of the year, rain or shine. With 12 miles of trails spanning 185 acres, you can experience a stunning collection of plants and trees representing over 1,000 different species. Until you find your family's own favorite trail, we suggest parking at the Visitor Center, where you can pick up a map and decide where to begin.
And if you packed a lunch or a snack, there's a great covered picnic area right across the street. With gentle paths and so much to see, kids of all ages will enjoy exploring Hoyt Arboretum.
And if you happen to follow one of the trails north, you might just find yourself leaving Washington Park and entering the largest forested city park in the United States. On any given day, in practically any weather, Portlanders would rather spend time outdoors than anywhere else. Maybe having Forest Park in our city is why. Less than 3 miles from downtown and covering 5,000 acres, Forest Park is 6 times larger than New York's Central Park. With more than 70 miles of interconnecting trails, the hiking opportunities are staggering.
Our 2 favorite ways to enter the park are at the Leif Erikson Trailhead and through the Lower Maclay entrance. Bicyclists and runners, bird watchers and botanists, and of course kids and families love exploring Forest Park.
Now, before you get the impression that great parks are only on the west side of town, cross the Willamette and you'll discover the beautiful neighborhood parks throughout Portland's east side. In the north are 2 terrific examples: Cathedral Park under the St. John's Bridge and historic Peninsula Park, the home of Portland's first public rose garden. And a little further south is a particular favorite of ours in the neighborhood of Laurelhurst.
With its beautiful lake, tree-lined paths, broad meadows, and picnic areas, you're going to love Laurelhurst Park. Take a run, play tennis or basketball, spend some time at the play structure,
or just enjoy a glorious afternoon relaxing by the lake.
It's a spot you won't want to miss. Northeast Portland's Grant Park is worth visiting for the playground, swimming pool, track and tennis courts.
And children around the world know Grant Park because it's where beloved storybook characters Ramona Quimby and Henry Huggins had many fictional adventures.
In fact, inside the park, just south of the playground, is the Beverly Cleary Sculpture Garden, where bronze statues of Ramona, Henry Huggins, and Henry's dog Ribsy invite children to cool off among the characters they love.
If you really want to get your kids' attention, ask if they'd like to go hiking on a volcano today. That's where Mount Tabor Park is located, on the site of an extinct volcano in southeast Portland, and it's an amazing place to visit. The landscape and views are stunning, with paved paths and trails winding through old-growth forest. It's a great spot for hiking and biking, and skaters love it here too, for their own reasons. With basketball and tennis courts, a play structure, grills, and lots of shady areas for picnics, you're bound to have a great time at Mount Tabor Park.
One more park that our family loves is a bit farther south in the Eastmoreland neighborhood, the Crystal Springs Rhododendron Garden. Here the emphasis is on the scenery, and we think it's beautiful any time of the year, whether or not its signature flowers are in bloom. It's an easy park to navigate with strollers, and young kids always enjoy the many ducks and geese in residence there. For a quiet and relaxing stroll, the Crystal Springs Rhododendron Garden can't be beat.
So now you've seen a few of our favorite Portland parks, and you might be wondering, why didn't we mention yours? Well, with over 240 to choose from and many more located in the nearby suburbs.
But we don't want you just to check out our favorites anyway. To discover some of Portland's other great parks on your own, start with a visit to the Portland Parks and Recreation website.